Hi guys, tonight I am making overnight oats, and I will tell you, never in my wildest dream did I ever think I would like cold oatmeal. But I saw this recipe in a Food Network magazine and I thought, well, I have the stuff, let's try it and see. I love it. And it is so incredibly easy to make, but you have to think a little bit ahead because it does need to sit overnight in the refrigerator. So I'm going to use old-fashioned rolled oats. You can use quick oats or instant oats if you'd like. I prefer the texture of the old-fashioned rolled oats. I've got some brown sugar, salt, milk, yogurt, flax seed, and a tiny bit of, or I will put in a tiny bit of cinnamon. And so let's put it all together, and I'll talk to you about it as we go. So I'm going to start with my oats, and I'm going to do 1 cup of the old-fashioned rolled oats. Okay. Now this makes, it's supposed to be 1 serving, but it is 1 gigantic serving, and so I'm able to break this up into 2, sometimes 3 days for breakfast. All right, so I've got my cup of oats. I am using, I think this is a 6 ounce carton of yogurt, flavored yogurt. I like to use the flavored Yoplait yogurt. That's my favorite yogurt to eat. It's got a nice level of sweetness, and this one happens to be blueberry. So I'm gonna put this, oh, my spoon doesn't fit. All right, let me grab a different spoon. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so we're gonna put in our 6 ounce container of yogurt. I'm not a big fan of the design on these cups. I do love Yoplait yogurt, but I don't like their cups. Okay. All right, get that out of there. That blueberry smells good. All right, I'm gonna set that aside. Okay. And the rest of everything else is really to taste. The recipe calls for 1 cup of milk. I use half a cup simply because 1 cup of milk made it way too fluid or way too runny for my preference. If you want a runnier texture, put in more milk. Adjust it to make it fit your preference. So flaxseed, I started putting this in the recipe just because it said to put it in there. And so then my husband asked me this weekend, he's like, well, what is flaxseed? So I looked it up, and it is from a plant called the flax plant. And if you Google it, it has some precious little purple flowers on it. And it is supposed to have some medicinal properties. Supposed to help with reduced belly fat. It's a good source of fiber and omega-3. But it does recommend, when I was looking it up, that you do not overdo it because it can cause stomach discomfort. And also, you really need to research any kind of herb or seed or any kind of ingredient that you're not familiar with before you start using it. So I'm going to put in 1 tablespoon of flax seed. I enjoy the texture of the flax seed in my yogurt. I don't know that I'm getting any of those added medicinal properties from it. I'm still chubby as I was a month ago or a year ago before I started eating yogurt or the overnight oats. But anyway, it's tasty. I'm going to put in, this is a 1/4 teaspoon. No way am I putting in a 1/4 teaspoon. It's probably like a 1/16 of a teaspoon of salt, just a tiny pinch. Oh, this is heavy. I am going to do a tablespoon of brown sugar. You could use honey, you could use molasses, you could use whatever kind of sweetener you like. You could use white sugar, or maybe you don't want any sugar in it. That would be okay too. I like sugar. All right, so that's my brown sugar. And then I'm going to put in just like that same amount of salt, to cinnamon. If you want more cinnamon, add more cinnamon. It is totally up to you. All right, I am going to stir this together. As it sits overnight in the refrigerator, those oats will absorb that yogurt and the milk and the sugars and the salt and the cinnamon. It smells good. And easy as that, I have overnight oats. I'm going to cover this with saran wrap just because I don't have a lid for this measuring bowl. And in the morning, I will then divide that up into 2 other bowls so that I can take in my take to school with me. My first graders eat breakfast in the classroom, and so I like to eat with them. But a lot of times I don't eat the school breakfast. I bring something from home, and so this is just perfect to take a little bowl of oats, and I can sit and eat with my first graders, and we can visit and talk about their evenings or what they're excited about. And I will see you in the morning when it's time to finish this up. Good morning. I know for you guys it's been a split second, but for me it's been overnight, and I am ready to take my overnight oats to the next step, the next level, and get ready to go to school. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it a quick stir just to make sure everything is good and mixed. It's a little thick. I probably could have used a little bit more milk or a little bit less oats, but I like it thick. So I'm just going to divide them up into these little Tupperware bowls. I'm going to put 2 in. Oh, you know what? I want to taste this real quick and make sure. Yep, that's good. All right. I didn't know if maybe I needed a little bit more cinnamon or a little bit more sugar, but it is plenty sweet. All right, divide that up. All right, now what I'm going to do is I sometimes add some chopped dates to my overnight oats. These are not chopped, so I'm not going to use those right now. I'm not going to take the time to do that. But because I used blueberry yogurt, I'm going to add just a few frozen blueberries. Oh, I thought this bag had already been opened, but it has not. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's see. I don't want that big chunk that's in there. All right. I didn't want to dig in here with my hands, but I'm going to have to. All right, so I'm just going to take out a handful of blueberries and put it in each bowl. One of these will be for today, and one of these will be for tomorrow. Okay, now something else I like to add is a little bit of extra, or not extra, but add some granola for a little bit of extra crunch. All right. I definitely don't want to dig in there with my hands now because I'm covered with blueberry juice. All right. There we go. All right, and my overnight oats are ready to eat. Put a little lid on here, stick one in my lunchbox, the other one in the refrigerator, and we are good to go. All right, there we go, 2 breakfasts overnight. So one thing I want to talk to you about real quick before I go to school is if you like my videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. My channel is Halfway Homestead, and I do cooking videos. I do some gardening videos. I'm hopeful that one of these days I'll do some sewing videos. But all you have to do is go to YouTube and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. I'm trying to build up my membership or my number of subscribers, so I would appreciate it if you would do that. And so I pray you'll have a good day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.